Hey everybody, it's Gabe. Hopefully you recognize me from the other 3 tutorials that I put up. 2 guitars, 1 piano, and now I'm putting up a 4th one back on the guitar. I just moved to New York City. I'm not going to show you around my room because it's not totally set yet, but I just got a job down here, so I moved in. I'm in Queens, just having a great time, and you can see I'm wearing my Everything Ultimate hat because I play Ultimate. I'm trying out for the New Jersey Hammerheads, a new team that has been added to the AUDL, which is the professional league of Ultimate, and hopefully tryouts of them will go well in September. So, anyway, here's my support of my favorite sport, and Brody Smith. He's a great guy. Now let's go to the song. The song is Jenny by Flight of the Conchords. It's a very easy song. It's mainly these 4 chords here. Just those 4 for a while. And then a couple of times it goes down to this part here. Also just 4 chords. And then at one point it does this. That last part is a little confusing because I learned it basically by looking at their live performance, which I'll put a link to in the video, in the description of the video. Here, I'll give you the chords, and then I'll give you the link to the video, and you'll be able to figure it out for yourself. So anyway, here are the first 4 chords. These are the chords that make up the bulk of the song right here. So it's So what is it? It's you start on the 10th fret of the E string, and the chord is 10, 12, 12, 11. And you can bar and do the top 2 strings, the 10, 11. No, sorry, 10 and 10 on the B and the E string. But you don't really hear them. You occasionally hear the B on the 10th fret, but it's kind of hard to bar the entire thing and not get the E there. That takes tremendous dexterity, and the song goes quite fast. So, I mean, you really don't need it. It sounds fine just doing 10, 12, 12, 11. It really just sounds fine, and that's pretty much what he gets most of the time anyway. So, that's the first one, 10, 12, 12, 11. The second chord, you just take this finger here, you keep barring the top 2 to keep them silent, and you just move it down half a step. These 3 fingers stay exactly the same. So now instead of 10, 12, 12, 11, it is now 9, 12, 12, 11. What does that sound like? So 2 quick strums on the lowest string, the E string, and then a quick whole chord. Back down to the same thing when it goes down to the 9th fret. What are the next 2 chords? The next 2 chords are on the 9th fret. This time starting at the A string, the 2nd string. So it goes starting at the A string, 9, 11, 11, 10. And then the last chord, you move everything up half a step, and the chord is 10, 12, 12, 12. So you just take your ring finger or your pinky, whatever your preference is, and you bar those last 3 notes there. Right? So the first 2, you strum the bottom string twice really quick. And then you strum the chord really quickly, the whole chord really quickly. And then you pause for a second, and then it's just one quick strum for that whole chord there, and then move it up half a step. 1, 2, 3, back to the beginning. Now you notice that I keep doing a lot of strumming, but that's just to keep the beat going because there is no percussion in the song, it's just the two guitars. So that's when you start getting to the point of strumming while keeping your fingers on the strings to mute them, just to give it sort of a percussive rhythmic element, right? So, and you'll hear that, you'll pick that up just watching them play it and listening to the song and watching this tutorial and feeling the beat. It's just one of those things that comes to you, you know? The more you do it, the more you'll get it and the more you'll feel it. And then eventually you can just do it yourself. Sorry, my bad. Anyway, so that's the bulk of the song right there. Now, the one part where he changes, he goes down here, and it sounds like... So what are the two chords here? It's a D shape, but you don't put your thumb and finger on the E string. The E string is muted. So the chord is just starting at the D string here, open D string. So 0, 2, 3. For this one, it's just one strum of the D string and then a quick open D, whole chord twice. And then you just take this finger down, this string on the B string down a half step. So now it's 0, 2, 2. And then it goes to F sharp, G. F sharp, G. So what are the chords? It's 2, 4, 4. Slide up half a step, so it's 3, 5, 5. So the whole phrase together. Right? And that too, it just, as long as you just keep the time, if you just strum it the way you want to strum it, but as long as you keep the time and keep it along the lines of something that sounds like this. Right? See, I did a little something different every time I went through that phrase, but as long as you keep the time, it's fine. It's one of those songs you can have fun with, right? Because it's not overly complex, it's just fun to play. And then if you listen to the song, it's funny. So have fun with it. So that's one part. So now, so far we've got these two parts here. So now it goes back to this part and it stays there for quite a while until finally the rhythm changes just a little bit, and this part, it's when Jermaine starts singing about "We just looked out, something about the city." It's a long song. So it's you finish the phrase, but you always finish this phrase before you move to any of these other phrases down here. So that's good. There's no complicated shifting. Finish the phrase, move it whenever you have to. So that's how that phrase goes. It's just those three chords. It's a B minor, so starting on the A string, you mute the top E. It's 2, 4, 4, 3. Move down to an A chord. Mute the E string, open A, 2, 2, 2, mute the top E, and then you play a G chord. You can either play the G chord like this, 3, 5, 5, 4, or you can do it the way I think he plays it, because you never really actually get to see him on camera when he does it. You can play it like this. You can play it like it looks like a regular G chord, but you take that off and you mute that top E with your hand, and you just play from the E string up to the B string. Right? So Right, so that last part, when I went from here, here, and here and back, that's the B minor, the A, the B flat major, back to the A. B flat major, by the way, is starting on the A string, 1, 3, 3, 3, mute the top E, mute the low E. So I can't quite hear what exactly he's doing there. I know that it starts back to here, here, and then maybe he does this, and then he holds this out before he goes back up here and gives that first chord a nice little, and then goes right back into it. And you don't see what I'm talking about when you watch the video in the description. And I looked it up. I looked up a tab on ultimateguitartabs.com, great site by the way, where it shows that he does something like that. That it goes from the B minor to the A to the B flat major. But the B flat major, it's got one strum, and then it goes right back to the A. So frankly, you could probably do the song without using this chord. But just to give it some extra color, why not use it? So. So you got it. You got this part, you got that part, and you got this part. Please leave some comments. I'll get some more videos up soon. Hope you enjoyed it.